Manifestation is not about trying harder, pushing more, or speaking affirmations endlessly. It's about something far deeper and more powerful. What if everything you truly desire is already within your reach, just waiting for you to align with it? The key to unlocking this is in learning to let go and surrender, relaxing your mind and body enough to allow your desires to flow naturally toward you. But how do you do this? How do you shift from striving to simply being, and in doing so, manifest your intentions effortlessly? The answer lies in the vibrational frequency of your being, not in the words you speak. The words we use are often just the surface-level expressions of our deeper state of being. The true power to manifest comes when you can align your energy with the frequency of what you desire, without effort, without force, and most importantly, without resistance. This process of manifestation through vibration, not words, taps into the profound principles of quantum physics and the neuroscience of how our brains and bodies are wired to create reality. You have the ability to reprogram your state of being, to rewire your neural circuits, and to align with the quantum field in a way that shifts the very essence of who you are. In this exploration, we'll uncover how your body's innate ability to heal and create can be the same force that draws your desires into existence. You'll understand the importance of shifting your energy, how to stop trying to control your outcome, and how to embrace the power of allowing things to unfold naturally. This isn't just theory. This is a science-backed, practical process that anyone can begin using immediately to see results. By understanding how your thoughts, emotions, and vibrational energy create your experience, you can stop chasing after what you want and start allowing it to find you. Let's dive into how you can relax, let go, and manifest with the vibrational power that's already within you. Everything in the universe is made of energy. This simple yet profound truth is the foundation of the world around us, from the vast expanse of the cosmos to the smallest particle of matter. At the deepest level, both the physical world and ourselves are no more than vibrational energy. You, me, the trees, the stars, the air we breathe, all of it is energy in motion, vibrating at different frequencies. The core of existence is energy, and every single thing that manifests in this universe emerges from the movement of these particles. But here's where things get truly exciting. Everything that we experience in our physical reality, everything you touch, see, hear, and even feel, is a direct result of this vibration. It's not just the matter itself that we perceive, but the frequency at which that matter vibrates. This is the fundamental principle that lies at the heart of quantum physics and is the very thing that governs the universe. And it is through this idea of vibration that we can begin to understand manifestation at a quantum level. At the core of the quantum world is something called the quantum field. This is not just an abstract concept, but a very real, energetic field that permeates everything. It exists everywhere, in the space between atoms, in the vastness of the cosmos, and even within the cells of our body. It is the fabric of reality, the very medium through which everything exists and operates. The quantum field is a field of infinite potential. This means that within the quantum field, there are limitless possibilities for creation. All potential outcomes of every possibility are contained within this field. It is from this space of infinite potential that everything in our reality emerges. It's a field of pure energy, constantly fluctuating and vibrating, and it is in this field that our thoughts, emotions, and even our physical bodies reside. What's fascinating is that the quantum field is not bound by time and space in the way we normally think of it. Instead, it operates outside of linear time, where the future and the past are both potentialities. This allows us to tap into an almost unlimited pool of possibilities, a place where anything can happen, where reality itself is malleable and changeable based on how we interact with it. This concept of a field of infinite potential aligns directly with the concept of manifestation. Manifestation is not about trying to force or control an outcome. It's about tapping into this vast, energetic field and aligning your own energy with the frequency of what you desire. Rather than forcing things to happen, you are allowing them to happen naturally. The key is to align your vibration with the frequency of your desires. When we talk about manifestation, we're not necessarily talking about words or actions, at least not in the way we might think. The power of manifestation lies in your personal frequency, the vibrational energy you emit. Manifestation happens when your internal energy aligns with the energy of what you want. Whether it's health, abundance, love, or success, everything in the universe is vibrating at a certain frequency. To manifest your desires, you need to tune your own vibration to match that of what you seek. This concept is rooted in the basic laws of physics. In quantum mechanics, everything in existence is made up of energy that vibrates at different frequencies. These frequencies are not just abstract ideas, they are measurable, real phenomena. When we think about manifesting something, it's not just a matter of speaking words into the universe or writing down goals. It's about shifting your energy, aligning your vibration with the desired outcome, and allowing that energy to manifest in your life. Think about this for a moment. When you have a thought, it's not just a mental activity, it also creates a chemical response in your body. Your thoughts are the language of your brain, while your feelings are the language of your body. These two forces are in constant interaction, and they directly influence your state of being. This is where it gets interesting. Your thoughts and emotions create vibrations that influence the world around you. The brain, which houses your thoughts, is like an antenna, constantly sending out signals to the universe. The feelings you experience are like the broadcast, your body's energetic response to those thoughts. When you experience an elevated emotion such as gratitude, joy, or love, your entire system shifts into a higher vibrational frequency. Conversely, negative emotions like fear, anxiety, or frustration lower your vibrational frequency, making it harder to manifest what you desire. When we talk about vibration, we're referring to the energy field that surrounds you and extends beyond your body. This field is constantly shifting in response to your thoughts and emotions. If your thoughts are filled with doubt or negativity, your energy field contracts and becomes misaligned with what you want. However, when you align your thoughts with positive, elevated emotions, your vibrational frequency expands, aligning with the universe in a way that draws your desires to you. One of the most powerful demonstrations of how vibration can influence our reality is the placebo effect. You've probably heard of this phenomenon before. When a person is given a treatment, such as a pill, injection, or even a sham surgery that has no real medicinal value, but they believe that it will heal them, their body responds as if they received the actual treatment. In placebo studies, patients who were given a sugar pill or saline injection, treatments that have no medicinal properties, often experienced the same positive effects as those who were given the actual drug. What's more, brain scans have shown that the brain areas responsible for healing and recovery were activated in the same way as they would be with real medication. The fascinating part of this is that it's not the pill itself that's creating the healing, it's the belief that the pill will heal them that triggers the body's healing response. What the placebo effect teaches us is that belief is a powerful force. When a person believes they are receiving a treatment, their body's energetic system aligns with that belief. The body, which is essentially the unconscious mind, doesn't differentiate between an actual external stimulus and an internal belief. When the brain believes it's being healed, it sends signals to the body that trigger the release of healing chemicals. This is vibration in action. The belief in healing sends out a vibration that matches the frequency of wellness, which, in turn, allows the body to heal itself. The most important takeaway from the placebo effect is that you don't need an external substance or stimulus to initiate this process. The power lies within you, specifically in your ability to believe, align with, and embody the vibration of your desires. If you can tap into the same power that people harness when they experience the placebo effect, you can begin to heal yourself, manifest your desires, and transform your life, all through the power of vibration. You can do this by cultivating a state of belief and trust in your ability to manifest your desires without relying on any outside sources of validation. Imagine if you could change your vibration at will, just as someone believes a sugar pill is healing them. Imagine being able to shift your state of being, aligning your internal frequency with what you want, and allowing your desires to naturally come into your life. In order to manifest your desires, you must first shift your vibration to match the frequency of those desires. This is not about trying to force your desires into reality. It's about aligning with them and allowing them to unfold naturally. This process of vibrational healing requires you to let go of the old thought patterns, emotional states, and limiting beliefs that no longer serve you. When you begin to shift your vibration, you're not just changing your mental state, you're changing your very biology. Every thought and emotion you experience is reflected in the chemistry of your body. By aligning your energy with your desires, you begin to send out a signal to the universe that resonates with your deepest intentions. This, in turn, allows your desires to come to you effortlessly. The practice of vibrational healing can be integrated into your daily life in simple yet profound ways. Meditation, mindfulness, gratitude, and emotional embodiment are all powerful tools that can help you shift your energy. By becoming aware of your thoughts and emotions, and intentionally shifting them toward elevated, positive states, you begin to change your vibrational frequency. This shift can happen immediately, and with consistent practice, it becomes easier and more natural over time. The body is not just a vessel carrying out the instructions of the brain. It is, in many ways, the silent partner in shaping our reality. It responds to everything: our thoughts, our emotions, the environments we expose ourselves to, and even the stories we tell ourselves. Remarkably, the body doesn't distinguish between an actual, lived experience and a mental or emotional one. It reacts to both in the same way, whether we are recalling a stressful situation from the past or imagining an exciting event in the future. This concept becomes especially powerful when you consider that your body operates as the unconscious mind. It is constantly reacting to and storing the energy of thoughts and emotions, even when we are not consciously aware of it. The implications of this are profound. The body, in its infinite wisdom, records everything. It doesn't forget. It holds on to past experiences, emotional patterns, and physical sensations, often carrying them long after the event itself has passed. This is why many of us struggle to create lasting change in our lives. The body, in its role as the unconscious mind, remains stuck in old patterns of vibration and response. Consider this. Have you ever found yourself becoming physically tense when thinking about a stressful situation or an upcoming challenge? Perhaps your heart races, your breath becomes shallow, your muscles tighten. This physical response is a direct result of your thoughts and emotions, even though the event itself may not have occurred yet. Conversely, think of a moment when you felt joy or excitement. Maybe you received good news, or you were immersed in something that brought you pure bliss. The body responds in a different way. Your heart may swell with warmth, you may feel a sense of lightness or relaxation, and your breathing becomes steady. Again, the body reacts to your emotional state, regardless of the external circumstances. The key point here is that the body does not differentiate between what is happening in the external world and what you are mentally or emotionally experiencing. The brain and body are intricately connected through a vast network of neural pathways and chemical processes. These connections form the basis of what we call the mind-body connection. When you experience an emotion, the brain signals the body to release specific hormones and neurotransmitters, which in turn elicit physical reactions. This could be the fight or flight response triggered by anxiety, or the calming release of oxytocin during feelings of love. These reactions are so deeply ingrained in our physiology that, over time, they become second nature. What is most fascinating, and where the real power lies, is that this process can work for us or against us. When we continuously relive negative emotions or replay past traumas, we are reinforcing the body's habitual responses. This can create a cycle in which the body is continuously reacting from a place of fear, stress, or tension. Over time, this conditioning becomes ingrained in the nervous system, making it difficult to shift and create new, positive experiences. The idea that the body can be stuck in the past is a critical concept when it comes to personal transformation. The body, as the unconscious mind, often holds onto the vibrational energy of past experiences. If you've gone through traumatic events, difficult relationships, or have experienced prolonged stress, your body will carry these memories long after the events have passed. The energy associated with these past experiences doesn't simply disappear. Instead, it resides in your physical body, whether in the form of tension in your muscles, a recurring tightness in your chest, or a sense of unease that you can't quite explain. This stored emotional energy, especially when unresolved, often becomes a part of the body's regular functioning, influencing how we react to the present moment. When we repeatedly think about past events, our bodies replay the same emotional and physiological responses. For example, if someone has experienced betrayal in the past, their body may react with tension or defensiveness when confronted with a situation that remotely resembles that past experience. This is because the body has learned to associate certain triggers with specific emotions, and it responds accordingly, even if the event is no longer occurring in real time. This process makes it incredibly difficult for many people to move forward or embrace new opportunities. The body's energy remains anchored to old emotional states, even if the person consciously desires change. The challenge, then, is not only to shift our thoughts but to teach the body to respond to new, empowering frequencies. Transformation begins when we understand that our body is not a passive participant in our life experiences. It is an active participant in the creation of our reality. The key to real, lasting change lies in shifting the body's vibrational frequency. If we can teach the body to respond to new, elevated emotions and new ways of thinking, we can begin to reprogram it to align with a future version of ourselves. The first step in this process is to acknowledge that the body is simply responding to the energy we give it. Just as the body responds to past experiences, it can also be trained to respond to new vibrations. The process of shifting this energy begins with our thoughts. When you focus on a new, desired outcome, whether it's health, love, abundance, or peace, you begin to create a new mental and emotional pattern. This pattern sends signals to your body, instructing it to shift its response. For example, if you are trying to manifest more abundance in your life, it's important not just to think about the concept of abundance, but to embody the feeling of it. Imagine yourself in a state of prosperity, as if you've already received what you desire. Feel the warmth, the joy, the ease of being in this abundant state. As you do so, your body starts to mirror that vibrational frequency. The more consistently you embody this new state, the more your body begins to shift from the old patterns of limitation or scarcity into a new vibration of abundance. This process is not immediate, but it is absolutely possible. The body, much like the mind, is highly adaptable. By repeatedly practicing this process of aligning with new emotions and new beliefs, you begin to create a new reality. This is the power of reprogramming the unconscious mind, which, in this case, is the body itself. A powerful aspect of the body's unconscious mind is the autonomic nervous system, ANS, which is responsible for regulating many of the body's vital functions, such as heart rate, digestion, breathing, and more. The ANS operates largely outside of conscious awareness, meaning it is not directly controlled by our conscious thoughts. However, it is deeply influenced by our emotional and mental states. For example, when we experience stress or fear, the sympathetic branch of the ANS is activated, triggering the fight or flight response. This response leads to the release of stress hormones, such as cortisol and adrenaline, and prepares the body for immediate action. While this is a necessary and helpful response in situations of actual danger, prolonged activation of this system, such as chronic stress, can have detrimental effects on the body. On the other hand, when we experience positive emotions like love, gratitude, or joy, the parasympathetic branch of the ANS is activated, promoting relaxation and healing. This shift in the nervous system leads to the release of feel-good chemicals like dopamine and oxytocin, which can enhance well-being and promote physical health. The fascinating thing about the autonomic nervous system is that it responds to our thoughts and emotions, even if those thoughts are not directly related to an immediate external situation. In other words, simply thinking about something that excites you or causes you stress can trigger a physical response in your body. This is why our mental and emotional states have such a profound impact on our overall health and energy levels. So, how can you harness the power of the autonomic nervous system to create the life you desire? The answer lies in conscious awareness and control of your internal energy. Instead of reacting passively to the emotions and thoughts that arise, you can take charge of your internal state and direct it toward positive outcomes. A key method for controlling your internal energy is by focusing on the vibration of what you want to manifest. This involves not just thinking about your desires, but embodying the energy of those desires. As you consciously shift your focus to elevated emotional states, such as gratitude, joy, love, or peace, You begin to activate the parasympathetic nervous system, shifting the body into a state of healing and relaxation. In addition to focusing on positive emotions, it is also important to practice techniques that directly influence the autonomic nervous system, such as deep breathing, meditation, and mindfulness. These practices help calm the mind, regulate the breath, and bring awareness to the present moment. When you integrate these practices into your daily life, you create a more balanced and harmonious state of being, which in turn supports your manifestation efforts. The ultimate goal of reprogramming the body's unconscious mind is not to force or control your desires, but to relax into them. True transformation happens when you learn to let go of resistance and trust that the universe is already aligning with your desires. By shifting your energy, your body begins to align with that shift, and the process of manifestation unfolds naturally. The key takeaway here is that the body, your unconscious mind, is a powerful tool for creating the reality you want. It is not separate from your conscious desires, but intricately connected to them. By consciously directing your thoughts, emotions, and energy, you can teach the body to respond in a way that aligns with your highest goals and deepest desires. As you practice shifting your energy, you begin to break free from old patterns of limitation and step into a new, empowered version of yourself. The more you embrace this process, the more effortless manifestation becomes. And as you continue to relax, let go, and trust, you'll find that the life you've always desired is already on its way. Manifestation is often associated with practices like scripting or repeating affirmations. While these techniques can help focus your mind, they often miss the deeper layer of energy, your vibration, that truly shapes your reality. Words alone are not enough. It's the alignment of your thoughts, emotions, and energy that determines whether you manifest your desires. Many people make the mistake of relying on affirmations such as, "I am wealthy," but if underlying feelings of scarcity or fear remain, the body continues to vibrate at a lower frequency. For manifestation to work, your vibration must match the energy of what you desire, not just the words you speak. Words can certainly focus your mind on a goal, but without the emotional energy to back them up, they won't bring lasting results. When you say, "I am wealthy," but still feel fear or lack, the energy you're emitting contradicts the affirmation. It's not enough to simply say the right things. You must feel the emotions associated with your desires. The shift happens when you focus on the feeling of already having what you desire. For example, rather than simply repeating, "I am wealthy," immerse yourself in the emotional state of abundance. Feel the freedom, joy, or peace that comes with having everything you need. When you align your energy with these feelings, you start emitting the frequency of wealth. Manifestation works through energy. Everything, including your thoughts and emotions, is energy that vibrates at a certain frequency. When you focus on a desire, such as abundance, you send out an energetic signal that matches the frequency of that desire. The more you can match your thoughts, feelings, and actions with the energy of your goal, the more likely you are to attract it. Instead of only repeating affirmations, shift your emotional state to one of gratitude, excitement, or confidence. These elevated emotions act as the energy that aligns you with your desires. The more consistently you embody this energy, the more your reality will begin to shift toward what you are energetically aligned with. Your subconscious mind plays a crucial role in manifestation. It holds beliefs and emotions that influence how you feel about yourself and the world. If your subconscious holds limiting beliefs, like the idea that abundance is hard to come by, it will be difficult to shift your vibration to match the frequency of abundance. To truly align with your desires, you must also reprogram your subconscious mind. Techniques like meditation and visualization help to access and rewrite limiting beliefs, allowing you to shift your energy to match what you want to manifest. Letting go is a critical step in manifestation. It means trusting that your desires are already on their way to you and releasing the need to control the outcome. This doesn't mean inaction. It means relinquishing control and allowing the universe to bring your desires to you in perfect timing. By relaxing and letting go of resistance, you open yourself up to the infinite potential of the quantum field. Your desires are already in alignment with the energy you've sent out. As you continue to focus on the vibration of your desires, the universe will begin to match that energy and bring your manifestations into reality.